Hi everybody, it's Bill from AT Makers, and I am going to give you a really quick update on one of our existing solutions here. This is all thanks to a young man we worked with a number of times, Ryan Olson, here in Palm Harbor. Goes by the name Ratijik in 3D Hubs, and someplace you can get your 3D prints made if you need them. But we have an update to this now. Some of you may remember this. Let me turn off that image. There you go. So some of you may remember this. This is a Tobii eye gaze device. It's a consumer version of it. So this is meant for the gaming market. There is some support now in Windows for this as well. And the last version of this was called the EyeX, and we had a mount for it. By the way, I hope the audio is working well. I think it is. Hi, Kathy. How are you? If somebody would tell me if the audio is working, that would be great. So we had a EyeX version that would basically mount and hold the eye gaze device directly underneath the monitor. So this is your monitor, and that way, if the monitor rotated, the eye gaze device would rotate as well. And this would be a good. This is something that's kind of missing. The new 4Cs have a magnet mount that will snap onto a screen, which is great, but it's not, especially with the attached cord, it tends to slide off, can break, and it kind of stinks. So this follows in the same approach as the last one we did. It has a VESA mount. VESA is the standard mount that goes on the back of your monitor. And so this basically will insert between your monitor holder and your monitor. And it's got the standard holes here and here and here. These are 175 and 50 millimeter square holes. It is very thin up here at the top. And basically what Ryan did was he started from scratch. He took my idea from the EyeX and pretty much pitched it. And I'll kind of show you why, but he did a really great job. And in fact, he did such a great job that I've asked him to go back and retrofit some of our other designs. Like I had made a mount for Yvette Haas, and it will need to update that in order to be able to support this. So I'm going to ask him to do a number of that stuff, a bunch of that stuff to update it. But I thought I'd get a video out explaining this. I'm going to put a link up, a post up on the main site, so I wanted to have some video showing this, and I hope you guys don't mind if I walk through how this works. Let me go over here. All right, so here is the EyeX. So this is a Tobii EyeX, and there's a lot of really nice things about it. But one of the things that they did that I'm not a huge fan of is that they took out, there used to be two screws right here where you could mount this. And they took out the screws on the 4C. It's a much better device. It's a USB 2 device instead of a USB 3 device, so it does a lot more processing on board. If you remember, Micah did a teardown on this device to show exactly how it worked and like where the infrared sensors were on it. That was part of what was needed in order to make this mount, was to make sure we weren't going to interfere with it. Now, in this case, what Ryan did is he actually made caps here that this slides into. So one end here, the other end over here, and it has the cutout for the USB cord. And then they're actually separate when you go to put them on the chain link. Right? So this is the same basic design that I did, in that it's got these links, and so you can actually put together as many of these as you need to make it go down and around your monitor. So to kind of give let me switch back and kind of show how this works. The idea here is that you would put this, good view, there you go. So this piece would go on the back of your monitor, and this kind of wraps around your monitor here, and then this will position and face your user's face, right? So it's meant to go around the monitor here. And you might need more links than this. You might need fewer links than this. But the idea here is you can make as many as you need to make that go around and back up. Hello, Chris. Glad you could join us. So there are files for these, STL files for these that are available. For right now, they're available through me. I'll send them to you. They'll be on Thingiverse. I've asked, there's going to be a little bit branding here, but I've asked Ryan for the files, the F3D files, the Fusion 360 files, mainly so I can put our name on it, the AT Makers brand here. Probably here, maybe here on the side as well. But anyway, I'd like to be able to get our brand on it before we give the files away. But I'd love if anybody is needing one of these. I'd like to get some more testers for it. And I have both time myself on my printers and on Ryan's printers. We can print you one of these out and send you one. If Toby wants to take a look at this, Lucas Stuber, if you want to get one and show it to your folks, I'll be happy to send one out there as well. So I don't see any questions yet. This isn't a real big reveal. It's mainly just an update. But he did a much better job than I did on the links, right? So one of the things that was really nice in the design I had before was the fact that you could friction mount these links, and they worked, but they tended to crack. I didn't have captured, like here he's got captured nuts here that are great. So these assemble pretty easily. Also, he chose more standard size. I chose the screws that I was using were long enough that actually they were very hard to find in the hardware store. So he made a few. He took some feedback on my design and actually made it quite a bit better. And I'm very happy with it. So I see Jeanette says, I'd love one for my client with SMA. She's a college student making the transition to this device for Access and Windows. So Jeanette, will you find out if she needs it? You find out if she has a monitor that it would mount to. If she's on a laptop, that's kind of a different beast, right? But if she has a monitor and it has a standard VESA mount on the back, I'll be happy to get her one. If not, as the other end pieces here come out, we'll make sure there's one that supports her. I know that, like I said, Yvette has a different one that slides into her. She has a tablet that she has mounted on a device, and so this X isn't there. It needs to be a skinny thing with straps for her to use wire ties on it. So we'll make that one for her as well. It just needs a different size link here from the one that she has existing. But yeah, so if you know it is actually going to be mounted to a monitor, which pretty much all monitors have the standard VESA mounts, let me know and we can get you one of these printed and sent out to you. I'm not sure where you're located, Jeanette. I am going to be making just a little bit of an update. It looks like I will be making 2 trips in the near future. I will be going to try and have a get-together in Maryland. So try to have a get-together when I'm up there on the 28th and 29th. I'll be in Montgomery County, Maryland, so Rockville area. If anybody's up there and wants to have a get-together, I'd love to do that. And it looks like I will be in Atlanta the 10th, either the 9th and 10th or the 10th and 11th of September. So that's very unfortunate. I have to be up there for reasons I'd rather not be up there. But I'm going to try and get a lesson picks training scheduled, and I'd also love to get together with people in that area. Kylie, I'll come up, make sure her door is working. Perhaps I'll have a solution for Danny by then. I don't know. We'll find out. But one way or the other, I'll be in those 2 locations if anybody wants to get together. Jeanette's in New Jersey. Excellent. So I'll be in Philly not too long. I'll be in State College, Pennsylvania, which isn't quite Philly. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. And I'll be there soon. So I think that's as close to New Jersey as I'm going to be for a while. So Any questions, let me know. If not, I'm going to let this one go. I do have, you might see a few of these little videos where I'm trying to clean up some projects and get them out. And I figure if I'm going to record them, I might as well record them live. Okay? If you have any questions, let me know. See you later.